Hey everyone, welcome back. We are going to go ahead and get started with our read aloud. Our read aloud today is called The Good Egg. While we're listening to the story, I want you to really focus on the B.M.E, the beginning, middle, and end, which we also call the plot. That is what you will have an assignment on today. It will be attached underneath the link for the read aloud. So we're going to go ahead and talk about the parts of the book before we get started. We know that this is called the front cover. This is called the back cover. This little tiny part that holds all the pages together is called the spine. These large words across the top is called the title. And then usually the bottom words are the author and the illustrator. But it says at the top, it actually says from the creators of The Bad Seed. So this book is also made by the same people that made The Bad Seed. We've read that book before. But underneath it says Jory John and Pete Oswald. So we know that Jory John is the author and then Pete Oswald is the illustrator. We know the author is the one who writes the book and the illustrator is the one who draws the pictures, right? So let's go ahead and find out what happens to the good egg, and then we are going to talk about the B.M.E later on today. All right, so the good egg. It says, "Oh, hello. I was just rescuing this cat. Know why? Because I'm a good egg. A very good egg." He's cute. It says, "It's true. I do all kinds of good things like I'll carry your groceries. I'll water your plants. I'll change your tires. I'll paint your house. If you need any help whatsoever, I am your egg." Look at him. He's painting their house a little bit strange. A lot of different colors, but still good job. Still nice. It says, "I've always been a good egg. It's been this way from the start, even in my earliest days." It says, "Back at the store," and it says farmer's market. So this is where he was before. It says, "There were a dozen of us living together under one recycled roof." A dozen, that's 12 of them, all 12 of the eggs in there. It says, "There was Meg and Peg and Greg and Clegg," ooh, I heard lots of rhyming words, "and Shell and Shelly and Sheldon and Shelby and Egbert and Frank and the other Frank." The other 11 eggs weren't on their best behavior. They weren't exactly good. They ignored their bedtime. They only ate sugary cereal. I know some friends that only like sugary cereal. They threw tantrums. They cried for no reason. They broke their stuff on purpose. That's not very nice. Meanwhile, I tried to take charge. I tried to fix their bad behavior. I tried to keep the peace because I was a good egg. Look at him trying to clean up their mess. Does he look very happy? A very good egg. So cute. Nobody seemed to care though. Every night I was exhausted. My heart felt scrambled. That means like tied up in knots. Scrambled. Then one fateful morning, I noticed some cracks on my shell. He says, "Yikes." And then there's a little paper behind him that says, "Kick me," that one of the other bad eggs taped onto him. That's not very nice. It says, I noticed some cracks on my shell, and he says, "They were everywhere." Oh no, look at his face. He looks worried, right? My doctor said it was from all the pressure I was putting on myself. The pressure of making sure everybody was as good as me. Look at his doctor telling him, "You need to relax, man." I was cracking up. Literally, something had to change. I'd had enough. Poor guy has Band-Aids on. I told Meg and Peg and Greg and Clegg and Shell and Shelly and Sheldon and Shelby and Egbert and Frank and the other Frank I was leaving. I can't be the only good egg in a bad carton, I said. Blah, blah, they replied. That's not very nice. I left that night. Oh, he looks so sad. I wandered from town to town. The hours became days. The days became weeks. I lost track of time. I was alone. Look at his beard. It's nice and long. He looks like he hasn't taken a bath. Out there on the road, under the stars, I really tried to focus on myself and what I needed. I took walks. I read books. I floated the river. I wrote in my journal. I found simple moments to be quiet. I breathed in. I breathed out. I even started painting. Oh, he seems like he's taking a lot better care of himself. For once, I found time for me. Oh yeah, he definitely looks happier. And guess what? Oh, let me repeat that because I didn't say it with an exclamation point. It says, and guess what? Little by little, the cracks on my shell started to heal. My head no longer felt scrambled, so he's no longer mixed up inside. I wonder what he's going to do. I started to feel like myself again. He's meditating. So I've made a big decision. I'm returning back to my old carton and my friends. Besides, I'm kind of lonely out here. This time I know what I need to do. I will not try to worry so much. I'll be good to my fellow eggs while also being good to myself. I wonder if it's going to work. Here we go. Hello, Meg. Howdy, Peg. Hey, Greg. Greetings, Clegg. What's up, Shell? Aloha, Shelly. Heyo, Sheldon. Hi, Shelby. Good day, Egbert. What's happening, Frank? How do you do, other Frank? It says, everybody missed me. I miss them too. And at the top, it says, welcome home. Look at how excited they are to see him. Sure, every once in a while, somebody's still a little bit bad, but it's not like before. So he left and now he's saying things got a little bit better. Here's what I realized. The other eggs aren't perfect, and I don't have to be either. I'm okay with that. Oh, look at him sliding down. Is that the good egg that he would normally be? No, I think that he's enjoying himself and having fun too now. Yep, the old carton is back together. We're a solid dozen again. And it's really good to be home. Look at him drawing underwear on him. The end. What a cute story.